Indira Gandhi evokes myriad emotions in Indians. Born into the Nehru-Gandhi dynasty, politics was integral to her life. As Nehru's daughter, she witnessed governance intricacies. In 1966, after Nehru's death, she became Prime Minister. Her career intertwined with India's destiny, marked by triumphs and tragedies. Indira Gandhi's rise to power was not without its challenges. As a woman in a predominantly male-dominated political landscape, she faced skepticism and resistance from within her own party and from the wider society. However, Indira possessed an unwavering determination and a sharp political acumen that she inherited from her father. She skillfully navigated the complex power dynamics within the Congress party, consolidating her position and emerging as a formidable leader in her own right. The 1971 war with Pakistan and the creation of Bangladesh solidified Indira's image as a strong and decisive leader. Her popularity soared, and she became synonymous with national pride and resilience. Indira's charisma and her ability to connect with the masses, particularly the rural poor, further strengthened her hold on power. She implemented a series of populist policies, including the nationalization of banks, which resonated with the aspirations of millions of Indians. Indira Gandhi's tenure as Prime Minister witnessed a period of significant transformation in India. She played a pivotal role in shaping the country's domestic and foreign policies, leaving an enduring legacy on various fronts. One of Indira's most significant contributions was her focus on social justice and poverty alleviation. She introduced a range of programs aimed at uplifting the marginalized sections of society, including the Green Revolution, which transformed India's agricultural sector and enhanced food security. Indira also recognized the importance of science and technology in nation building. She established several scientific institutions and promoted research and development in various fields, laying the foundation for India's future technological advancements. On the international stage, Indira Gandhi championed the cause of developing nations and emerged as a vocal advocate for a more equitable world order. She played a key role in the non-aligned movement, asserting India's independence in the midst of Cold War tensions. While Indira Gandhi achieved significant successes, her legacy is also marked by controversies. One such event was Operation Blue Star. In the early 1980s, the Sikh community saw the rise of a separatist movement led by Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale. Bhindranwale and his followers occupied the Golden Temple, demanding Khalistan. In June 1984, Indira Gandhi authorized Operation Blue Star to flush out militants. The operation resulted in significant casualties and damage, deeply hurting Sikh sentiments. Section 5. The Sikh community, a relationship strained. The relationship between Indira Gandhi and the Sikh community had always been complex. While she enjoyed the support of many Sikhs, there were underlying tensions stemming from historical grievances and political aspirations. The partition of India in 1947 had a profound impact on the Sikh community, with many facing displacement and violence. The demand for a separate Sikh state gained momentum in the post-independence era, fueled by perceptions of discrimination and marginalization. Operation Blue Star further exacerbated these tensions, creating a deep sense of alienation and anger among many Sikhs. The attack on the Golden Temple was seen as an assault on their faith and identity, leading to a breakdown of trust between the community and the government. In the aftermath of Operation Blue Star, several Sikh groups vowed revenge, and the security situation in Punjab deteriorated rapidly. Indira Gandhi's government faced increasing pressure to address the growing unrest and find a political solution to the crisis. Section 6, October 31st, 1984, a day of tragedy. On the morning of October 31st, 1984, Indira Gandhi was scheduled to meet with British actor Peter Ustinov for an interview at her official residence, 1 Safdarjung Road in New Delhi. Unaware of the tragedy that awaited her, she walked through the gardens of her residence, exchanging pleasantries with her staff. As she approached the gate leading to her office, two of her Sikh bodyguards, Baint Singh and Satwant Singh, stepped forward and opened fire at close range. Indira Gandhi collapsed to the ground, riddled with bullets. The assassins were immediately apprehended by other security personnel. Bayant Singh was killed on the spot, while Satwant Singh was seriously injured and later executed for his role in the assassination. The news of Indira Gandhi's assassination sent shockwaves across India and the world. The nation mourned the loss of its leader, and a sense of disbelief and fear gripped the country. Section 7. Aftermath of an assassination, the nation in flames. The assassination of Indira Gandhi triggered an outpouring of grief and anger across India. However, the tragedy was soon overshadowed by a wave of anti-Sikh violence that engulfed the country. Mobs, fueled by rumors and a desire for revenge, targeted Sikh communities in various parts of India. Delhi, the nation's capital, witnessed some of the worst violence, with Sikhs being dragged out of their homes, attacked and killed. The government's response to the riots was widely criticized as being slow and inadequate. The police were accused of either being complicit in the violence or turning a blind eye to the atrocities being committed. The anti-Sikh riots of 1984 remain a dark chapter in India's post-independence history. The violence left thousands of Sikhs dead and displaced, leaving deep scars on the social fabric of the nation. Section 8. Political fallout, the Congress Party and beyond. The assassination of Indira Gandhi had far-reaching political consequences for India. Her death created a void in the leadership of the Congress Party, which had dominated Indian politics for decades. In the aftermath of the assassination, Indira's son, Rajiv Gandhi, was sworn in as Prime Minister. Rajiv, who had no prior political experience, was thrust into the role of leading a nation in turmoil. The Congress Party, riding on a wave of sympathy votes, won a landslide victory in the general elections held a few months later. However, the party's internal divisions and the long-term impact of Indira's assassination would continue to haunt it in the years to come. The assassination also led to a period of political instability in India. The rise of regional parties and the fragmentation of the political landscape can be traced back to the events of 1984. Section 9. A nation divided, the social impact of Indira's death. The assassination of Indira Gandhi and the subsequent anti-Sikh riots had a profound impact on Indian society. The violence deepened religious divisions and sowed the seeds of mistrust between communities. The Sikh community, which had already been deeply affected by Operation Blue Star, felt further marginalized and alienated. The riots created a sense of fear and insecurity among Sikhs, many of whom had lost loved ones and property. The events of 1984 also exposed the fragility of India's secular fabric. The violence highlighted the dangers of communalism and the need for greater tolerance and understanding between different religious groups. The scars of 1984 continue to haunt India today. The quest for justice for the victims of the anti-Sikh riots remains an ongoing struggle, and the events serve as a reminder of the importance of safeguarding communal harmony and upholding the rule of law. Section 10. Legacy of a leader, Indira's place in history. Indira Gandhi's legacy is a complex and multifaceted one. She is remembered as a strong and decisive leader who played a pivotal role in shaping modern India. Her contributions to social justice, economic development and foreign policy cannot be denied. However, her legacy is also tarnished by the controversies surrounding her tenure, particularly Operation Blue Star and the anti-Sikh riots that followed her assassination. Her decision-making during these events continues to be debated and analyzed by historians and political commentators. Despite the controversies, Indira Gandhi remains a towering figure in Indian politics. She is admired by many for her courage, her commitment to the poor and marginalized, and her ability to hold her own on the world stage. Section 11. Conclusion: the enduring relevance of Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi's life and death hold important lessons for India today. Her assassination serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of democracy and the importance of safeguarding democratic institutions. The anti-Sikh riots that followed her death highlight the dangers of communalism and the need to promote tolerance and understanding between different communities. Indira Gandhi's legacy continues to shape Indian politics and society. Her contributions and her mistakes provide valuable insights for leaders and citizens alike as India navigates the challenges of the 21st century. The assassination of Indira Gandhi was a turning point in Indian history, marking the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter filled with both promise and uncertainty.